been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, oh yeah, crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Black Knights of Chicago. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll get about 2 there into the 36. You look at the Steeler defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Prescott off play action. And he is caught, but I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46, 26, 26.
Pierce will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Fields on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down. When you look at this defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Now on fourth down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his man, it's Andrews. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Pierce. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The storm windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
It's a keeper with Prescott. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Pierce. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down and in the backfield and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this returnable for Hill. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd down, Prescott. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Play action now, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 11 yards for number 11.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This a 2nd and 8. Now Fields. Pass incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, son.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air again, Fields. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go, 46. 26.
On play action, Prescott. A short throw caught by Andrews. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
26.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Gets the dump off to Pierce. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A 45-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Fields.
At the 33-yard line.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Fields throwing again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in 1 drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give. Running left is Harris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Here we go.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And that's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights add 6 to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Fields. This is caught by Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Here we go, son.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go.
Here's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Warren. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Brandon Ayuk from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Steelers 17.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 42. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Give to Pierce. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dameon Pierce with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Fields. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Fields. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. they'll take that one and head to the locker room. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Chicago, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been